Optimism is a word that means a lot. It is more likely the feeling of hope, confidence, joy, and etc. Just like the uniqueness of humans, optimism has its own meaning and connotation for each and every person. Being optimistic is a very useful weapon in life for us to become successful and to be on top. When having a goal in life, we must think about positivity and optimism, and in that, we may conclude that we are following through to reach our goals. There was a story that was told to us when we were in elementary that changed the way I look at life. This is a short story about the two travelers who have different perspective in life. There was once a traveler who was walking from a village in the mountains to the village in the valley. As he walked along, he saw a monk working in the field. So he stopped and said to the monk, "I'm on my way to the village in the valley. Can you tell me what it's like?" The monk looked up from his labor and asked the man where he had came from. The man responded, "I have came from the village in the mountains." "What was that like?" the monk asked. "Terrible," the man exclaimed. "No one spoke my language. I had to sleep on the dirt floor in one of their houses. They had fed me some sort of stew that had yak or dog or both in it, and the weather was atrocious. Then I think that you'll find the village in the valley is much the same," the monk noted. A few hours later, another traveler passed by the monk and said to the monk, "I'm on my way to the village in the valley. Can you tell me what it's like?" "Where have you came from?" inquired the monk. "I have came from the village in the mountains." "And what was that like?" "It was awesome," the man replied. "No one spoke my language, so we had to communicate using our hands and facial expressions. I had to sleep on the dirt floor, which was really cool as I've never done that before. They fed me some sort of stew. I have no idea what was in it, but just to experience how the locals lived was great, and the weather was freezing cold, which meant that I really got a taste of local conditions. It was one of the best experiences of life. Then I think that you'll find that village in the valley as much the same," responded the monk. Let's reflect with that story. There are some reasons why we should think positive, look at life positively, and be optimistic. We should prioritize optimism because of some reasons. Being optimistic can lead us to a comfortable environment. It also pushes us to ideas that differ from their own. And it must be a priority for us who hope to achieve our dreams. According to Mr. Charles R. Swindoll, life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond. Don't allow the challenges of life take away your joy. There are lots of reasons to complain and be miserable if that's how you look at life. There are a lot of reasons to be enthusiastic and joyful if that's how you look at life. You, how do you look at life?